Chernobyl's impact on pop culture is hard to easily measure, as it captured the imagination across a wide range of media: video games, movies, books, TV shows, and even art and photography. The fascination with Chernobyl comes from a unique mix of scientific matters, technological issues, human tragedy, and the vivid aesthetics of the Exclusion Zone, a region where time appears frozen, with nature reclaiming human-made structures. It creates an otherworldly environment that is both dark and strangely beautiful. This visual and thematic contrast makes Chernobyl an intriguing setting, resonating deeply with both audiences and creators alike. The Exclusion Zone represents more than just the aftermath of a nuclear disaster. It has become an iconic symbol of decay, resilience, and the tension between human ambition and nature's power. The silence of the abandoned city of Pripyat, with its deserted buildings, rusted Ferris wheel, and empty playgrounds, paints an image of what remains when civilization is suddenly halted and its stronghold abandoned. These visuals powerfully tease a sense of mystery and caution, highlighting humanity's impact on the planet, even the one not made purposely, and the unforeseen consequences of scientific progress troubled by the neglect of safety measures. For creators, this setting provides a realistic and rich ground for exploring stories of survival, horror, or science fiction. Across media, Chernobyl is often depicted as a place where natural laws are skewed, where radiation has altered not only the landscape but the very fabric of life. This theme of a forbidden zone permeates video games like Chernobylite series, where the Exclusion Zone is portrayed as a dangerous and mysterious space, filled with supernatural anomalies and hostile mutated creatures. Another example might be the S.T.A.L.K.E.R series. These representations mix horror with curiosity, inviting you, the players, to navigate a world marked by both desolation and scientific wonder, reinforcing the Chernobyl Zone as a place of myth and legend. In literature and film, Chernobyl serves as both a setting and a symbol, standing for broader themes like the risks of technological advancement, government secrecy, and the enduring psychological scars left on those affected. Works like Svetlana Alexievich's Voices from Chernobyl use first-hand accounts to look into the disaster's emotional and social impact, bringing to life the personal narratives that often get overshadowed by the technical aspects of the catastrophe. On the other hand, we have a TV series like the HBO's Chernobyl, which revitalized global interest in these themes, depicting not only the physical, but also the political fallout or personal traumas, showcasing the human cost of systematic failures and the bravery of those who risked their lives to contain the disaster. Chernobyl's presence in a pop culture has transformed it into more than a historical event. It has become an archetype for storytelling, encapsulating humanity's fascination with the unknown, our respect for the power of nature, and our recognition of the fragile line between progress and peril. This powerful legacy ensures that the Chernobyl disaster will continue to resonate, provoking thought and curiosity in audiences, probably for generations to come. Today, we will focus on one of those mediums: video games. After all, this one is the closest of all to us at the Farm 51. Chernobylite 2 Exclusion Zone. Well, you could have expected we won't miss a chance to speak about our upcoming project, a sequel to our Chernobylite 1. The most important thing is that we expanded on the setting we created for the first game. This time we put more weight on the RPG part. It's a lot closer to other well-known RPGs, especially given the character development, inventory management and modding, etc. So we might say that now it's not a game in Chernobyl with RPG mechanics, but rather a vast RPG in an open world set in Chernobyl. I know it may not sound like change, but it underlines our approach to the sequel, which is crucial to the development of the game. Nonetheless, Chernobyl is and always will be an important part of the game. Thanks to the changes, we could also remake the companion system. The dialogues are more meaningful, you will now be able to use your skills and attributes to influence other characters. Or not, if your hero won't know how to do it. Given the world is now completely open, we had the opportunity to create a living world. You'll meet different fractions which have their own agendas. Same with NPCs. They might agree with your decisions, but they might not be happy about it. Yet you will need them to survive, and that won't be easy. So besides enhancing the RPG side of the Chernobylite 2, we also reworked the weapon customization system and added such mechanics as plane walking, which will allow you to change your build on the go, if you only prepared that earlier, that is. So now you will have thousands of combinations of weapons, equipment and other inventory, as well as character development. And the important thing is that you will visit the zone yourself, unrestrained, with a 10 to 20 times bigger world. Using a new engine, we could make it a fully open world with top-tier visuals. Areas recreated in the first game now look even better because we could utilize new technologies. Chernobylite 1. Our first game was a bit different, focusing more on survival and horror aspects with large RPG mechanics, but smaller than in the sequel. We combined these elements, mixed them with a science fiction and set them directly in the Chernobyl Exclusion Zone. We used our exclusive 3D scanning technology to faithfully recreate locations like Pripyat, Chernobyl nuclear power plant, the Red Forest and other iconic areas. Call of Duty 4 – Modern Warfare. However, the game is not exactly set in the Chernobyl Exclusion Zone. The infamous area is a place where one of the most memorable missions takes place. All Guild Up places you in Pripyat, showcasing the Ferris wheel and abandoned apartments as you navigate a sniper mission. At the time, the haunting visuals have made this one of the most beloved missions in all Call of Duty history. S.T.A.L.K.E.R series. We couldn't forget one of the most iconic game series inspired by Chernobyl. In this strict FPS, developers blended the haunting zone with a science fiction twist. The game draws inspiration from both the Chernobyl disaster and the novel Roadside Picnic by Arkady and Boris Strugatsky, imagining the zone as a place filled with supernatural anomalies and mutant creatures. Other games that are slightly based on similar ideas or settings are, for example, Tunguska The Visitation, Atomgrad, Encased or Underrail, though the last one reminds me of the first Fallouts more. These are isometric games, in which the RPG elements are crucial, while the fighting is often just an option, especially in Encased, where I didn't use any weapon 80% of time. I hope you enjoyed today's video, especially since we trod on a bit different ground. Today we mixed the usual weekly episode, more descriptive, yet the main subject stuck to games. I also hope you like this combination, as I would be very happy to make more like it. And remember, if you want to ask anything about the upcoming Chernobylite 2 Exclusion Zone, write us in the comments. Maybe we will be able to answer immediately, in other cases we'll gather the best questions and answer them in one of the behind the scenes videos, which are produced as we speak. Don't forget to wishlist our new game. You can find the link below in the description of this video. That's it for today, guys. Take care, stay safe, and see you next week.